Hey guys, welcome to my investment journey series. This is a series we do right here on my YouTube channel where I take all of you through my entire Trading 212 portfolio. We'll look at things from last week. We'll look at what stocks of mine are doing well, what stocks of mine are not doing well, and I kind of talk through what I'm looking to do next. Bear in mind, I'm a complete beginner. If you've not seen any of my previous videos, I've only been investing in the stock market since the beginning of April here in the UK, just before we went into lockdown. So I've not been doing this a long time. I'm still learning things continuously, day to day, week to week, and I'm kind of just taking things as I learn them myself. I'm documenting my entire journey here on my YouTube channel for all you guys to watch and comment and share and whatever you like. And hopefully it benefits somebody out there a bit like me, someone who's maybe new to the world of investing, or somebody who's looking to get involved investing and they just kind of want to see what somebody like-minded is also doing on this journey. So if any of that sounds useful or interesting, or you just want to follow along anyway, please consider hitting the subscribe button below, follow my journey, follow this channel, and let's see how things turn out in the future. Let's now jump over to my iPhone screen. As always, I'll open up my Trading 212 app and I will take you guys through it and we will look at what's changed from this point last week. We were sitting at a £410.47 return last week, so we were 6.33% up on the portfolio, and we're now at 3.65% up on the portfolio, and the return's £236.80. Let's go down to investments and see what's been going on. So we'll start with American Airlines. So they're down 4.53% from last week. Looks like it's been pretty volatile throughout the week. We're still showing a positive return of £2.73. So we're up 18.13% with these two shares. Move on to Hive Group. We're down 9.9% from last week. Looks like it's been a faller for most of the week. It did climb initially and then it's dropped continuously throughout the rest of the week. So we're now down 33.77% overall with this one, showing a negative return of £9.78, and that's from a 25 shares. Next up, iShares Core FTSE 100. So from last week, it is showing 2.53% down on the portfolio overall. Still showing a positive return, thankfully for me, of £113.69, which is 6.36% up on the portfolio. But it's not been great this week. It did initially climb Monday, Tuesday, and then it dropped. Climbed again a little bit Thursday, and then it plummeted Thursday into Friday. So it's not been too great this week. Moving on to iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. From last week, it's 1.82% down. So again, it's another one that's dropped. Still showing a positive return of £117.57, 6.96% up on the portfolio overall. And that is my 72 units, which equals £1,807 value. The Nasdaq 100, it's not been too great this week. Technology's taken a big hit this week and is actually down 2.82% from last week. So it did have a good climb at the beginning of Monday and into Tuesday. Then it kind of dropped. Didn't really change throughout that point, and then Thursday into Friday it just plummeted, and that is why it's now down 2.82% from last week. Still showing a positive return of £31.29. Still up overall 7.24% in the portfolio. S&P 500 Healthcare ETF, this hasn't been that great either, but it's not been as much of a faller as some of my other investments. So it did climb quite well initially, dropped Tuesday into Wednesday, climbed again, and then the Thursday into Friday it just kind of dropped significantly again, and we're now showing a negative return of £2.85 with this one, so we're down 1.21%. Legal & General Group this week down 4.79%. Still showing a positive return at £18.39, so we're 6.22% up overall with this investment still, but it's not been great this past week. MGM Resorts down 6.07% last week. Extremely volatile to begin with, and then just plummeted and didn't really recover. So we're down overall £28.01, 31.22% overall with this investment. National Grid, which is actually one that's increased this week. Good news. First green we've seen so far, 1.39% up from last week. Nothing significant though, so we can't really go and have a party over that sadly. But it has climbed. Still showing a negative return, however, of £1.13. So we're down 4% overall with this investment. Royal Dutch Shell, from last week, we're down 3.87%. Extremely choppy and volatile, as you can see. Showing a negative return of £63.81, so we're down 6.42% overall with this investment. Under Armour, again, this is a free share. Thank you people for signing up through my referral links. Really appreciate it. From last week, this has actually been a good climber. So it's up 6.95% from last week. Second positive investment we've seen so far in this portfolio review. 6.95% up from last week. Looks like it's just climbed and continued to climb throughout the week. Good to see. These were my 2 free shares, like I said. Up £1.06 overall with this investment. So let's hope this continues. Valaris, this is surprising, 7.17% up from last week. I think this is the first time since I've invested in this stock that I've seen it climb throughout the week. So that's good to see, especially considering the rest of my investments are actually down. And I wasn't expecting to see this in the green, or not in the green. I wasn't expecting to see it in the green for this past week, should I say, not the green overall. Because if we look, I've got 26 shares, which equal £13.09. And it's currently showing a negative return of £31.42. So this investment overall for me is down 70.59%. The Vanguard FTSE Emerging Markets ETF from last week, it's down 1.21%. Did have a strong start initially, started to fall, and then the Thursday into the Friday it just plummeted, and it's now showing a return of £89.21 overall. So it's still up for me, 10.84% in the portfolio. Up from last week, it's not been too great. American Airlines is green, Hive Group's red, then we've got green, 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 red, green, red, 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 green, red, green. So again, another mix. Head to the allocation view as always. Still got my 13 investments. Portfolio value is currently £6,717.35. FTSE 100, 28.32%. S&P 500, 26.9%. And the rest, as you can see there, nothing's really changed significantly from last week, so I'm not going to mention them. To summarise, from the past week, it's not been that great. So we've came from the value of £410.32 down to £236.80, dropping from a 6.33% to a 3.65%. I've not invested any other money this past week into my Trading 212 investments or my Trading 212 account, which is why my ISA utilisation is still showing 25%. That's not changed. I've still not created any pies within Trading 212 yet because I'm still waiting for this feature to allow my current investments to be moved over into pies. And until that is something that we can do within Trading 212, I've no reason to actually build a pie. If you're interested in finding out more about the Autoinvest pie feature, I will put a link to it above. You'll see it popping up as a card just now, so click on that if you're interested. As always guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to sign up to Trading 212, click my referral link in the description below this video. I will also pin a comment at the top of this video. Sign up through that link. You will receive a free share worth up to £100. I will also receive another free share worth up to £100. And we can then comment and see what free shares we received, see who got the better deal, and hopefully it will be a decent investment for the long term.